Hi there, my name is Hermione and welcome back to my fifth and final vlog. In vlog number 1, we looked at ownership, operating model, products, market position and competitors of 20th Century Fox. In vlog 2, we analysed Aliens in the Attic. In vlog 3, we discussed the target audience of Aliens in the Attic. In vlog 4, we investigated the distribution, marketing and advertising promotion of Aliens in the Attic. And to round up my vlogs is vlog number 5, where we'll be looking at 2 active and passive theories about the impact that media has on the public, the issues that negative and positive representations cause on us, the public, also legal and ethical restrictions film companies face when producing a film, and the role of relevant regulator bodies. Aliens in the Attic is a PG, therefore the film has been produced purely to be targeted and enjoyed by children. This is a difficult market to please, as children are the most vulnerable in society and easily affected by certain topics. Research has been completed by experts which claim that children who view violent scenes in films or TV shows as a child are more likely to have behavioural problems or mental health disorders in the future. It was the hypodermic syringe theory by Theodore Adorno, 1930, who suggested that media has a negative impact on the mass audience, believe everything that they see and hear. A theory which does not agree with Theodore's theory is the uses and gratification theory, which suggests that people use media for their own purposes and are able to use it as an escapism. Children are seen as naive to media. They are vulnerable to what the media says. Children are also too young to understand that the media often exaggerates the truth and even lies just to sell a story. It was Theodore Adorno's theory which suggested that everybody is negatively affected by the media. This may be true for some people, but the majority of us are able to understand that not everything the media says is true and not to base our lives around what it says. Aliens in the Attic is quite a good example of a positive representation / positive role model. The main character, Tom, who is constantly trying to be cool, hates being picked on because he is clever. Towards the end of the film, he realises that being clever has so many more positives than trying to be cool. Therefore, I think Tom is the main positive role model, as he isn't cool, but he is better than that now. However, having said this, the film does contain mild violence between the aliens and the humans as the Pearsons battle against an alien invasion. The murder of James Bulger in 1993 is a copycat crime, prompting the media industry to seriously consider the long-term side effects of violence in films to children and young people. Aliens in the Attic, on the other hand, is a PG, so will not contain violence which could be copied by children, as PG does not glamorise or focus on violence, using realistic or easily accessible weapons such as knives. The British Board of Film Classification, BBFC, said this. In Aliens in the Attic, there is kind of a stereotype, in that all of the main characters are male: Tom, Ricky, Jake, Act, and Lee, also the aliens. Even though all of the males are younger than the older sibling, Bethany is subordinate to the other characters, which are all male. At the start, she is subordinate to her boyfriend Ricky, as she does everything that he says. Aliens in the Attic is rated a PG. Films rated a PG are typically aimed at families and children. Films rated a PG must comply with certain specification of the content which is appropriate for viewers. So therefore, Aliens in the Attic must have a family / child-friendly content, e.g. virtually no sexual content, mild violence, mild bad language, and practically no drug references in the film. However, there is a scene at the beginning of the film where we see Bethany in a bikini awaiting the arrival of her boyfriend, Ricky. In Aliens in the Attic, they have stuck to these guidelines about certificates, therefore they have not raised any legal/ethical issues. However, when making Aliens in the Attic, 20th Century Fox did have to address some copyright issues. There was a song which featured in Aliens in the Attic that was created by other artists not connected to 20th Century Fox. For 20th Century Fox to be allowed to use these songs, they had to seek permission from the artist directly. Songs that they did not have copyright for include Dr. Love by Donnie Klang and Switch by Ashley Tisdale. Dr. Love by Donnie Klang featured towards the end of the film where Bethany and Tom were getting revenge on Ricky. The outro for Aliens in the Attic was Switch by Ashley Tisdale. 20th Century Fox had to ask Ashley for permission to use her song for the outro of the film. One of the songs used for the film trailer was Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, who also had to be asked by 20th Century Fox to use their song. The scoring for Aliens in the Attic was done by a man called John Debney. The BBFC is the British Board of Film Classification. The BBFC is responsible for national classification and censorship of films in the UK. Films must keep to the guidelines set by the BBFC. Aliens in the Attic was rated a PG as the film contains mild violence. On the back cover of all PG film DVDs, you may find a small description stating some information about why the film is a PG. Something like this: all ages admitted, but certain scenes may be unsuitable for young children, should not disturb children under the age of 8 or over, may contain mild language and sex/drug references, may contain moderate violence, if justified by content, e.g. fantasy. Parents may wish to check the film before they let their child watch it. Even though the film was approved as a PG, there were still some complaints made by parents of their young children claiming that the advert for Aliens in the Attic had scared their children.
Of the summer. Bring it, puny
I agree with the rating given to Aliens in the Attic because I think the film contains content that some very young children may find scary, etc. Therefore, the film was correctly rated a PG. The poster for Aliens in the Attic does comply with the cap codes set by the ASA, following the code 05 children. This rule must be followed if the ad is to be directed at children and/or feature them. This includes rules about safe and unsafe practices and unfair pressure, pester power, and sales promotion for children. The definition of a child according to the ASA is someone under the age of 16.